Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. I am your host, Travis Fair, and I am joined by these lovely two companions here, Travis the Fair and Fluffy. And yeah, when we last left off, I believe our entire party was killed, so that was fun. There was a weird explosion or something, and then we saw a vision that wasn't quite us. And yeah, so then we embarked off onto the world on our own. So yeah, we are, I believe, heading toward the town of Gilded Vale, and we are trying to figure out everything that's gone on, see, maybe find some clues as to what happened up in the hills there. But other than that, I don't think there's much else to go on, so let's just keep going. See what this dead guy has. Some camping supplies, you know. Your everyday hero going around looting bodies with no concern for what happened to him or anything like that. Alright, let's see here. Let's check the map. All the way up in the north. I'm going to call it the northeast corner there. Some blood moss. Nice. Alright, let's take a look what we got going on down here. Seems like a pretty... Oh, what is that? Is that like a... Is that a vision or something that is caused because of the little experience I had before? It's kind of what it seems like it would be. Oh, immediately off the bat, this guy's gonna attack us, you know. Not gonna ask any questions. He's just gonna see a dude with a giant bear and he's gonna attack. I'd say that's pretty smart of him. Let's go ahead and hit him with my marked prey, and let's go ahead and just attack him with the bear. Alright.
Yeah?
Just
What's
that
the
one
hurry?
person. I was
Let's relax a while.
kind of expecting some more people to come in from the side there, but I guess it was just that one. So do helmets not provide any type of stats or anything? Because it doesn't look like it. So let's see. Helmets come in many forms, from the humble padded cap to fully enclosed steel great helms. Different cultures tend toward different styles of helmets, but outside the regimented armies, the type of helmet an individual wears often comes down to personal preference. I would take all of this, but it looks like my inventory is pretty full and I don't really have any party members to kind of share the load. Okay, looks like bandit camp. Alright, Tenforth. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our cook don't run off. Help, please, help. One of the bandits gave Tenforth a kick as they pass him and he huddles. Yep, read that wrong. Thought it was all in quotes. Alright, so it looks like they have a ranger as well. So I'm actually going to have my dude kind of focus on that person while the bear tries to hopefully distract the rest. And actually go over to that bandit. There. We are in a precarious position here. If I disengage with my bear here, I think that I'll end up getting the... Oh, is my bear? Okay. For a second, I thought the bear wasn't attacking. Oh no, uh-oh. This is not looking good. Let's pause here. Do I have any... Doesn't look like I have any scrolls or anything. I might let the bear take the damage and ignore that because I think that's a bit more important right now. Alright, she's dead, so let's go ahead and switch. What do we have here? What is this? Plus 28 endurance. I am gonna actually use this just in case. Alright, there we go. That's better. Now I'm going to attack actually the dude right in front of me. So is that percent? Okay, I guess that's his armor rating. Now my bear's taking quite a bit of damage. Man, this is getting this is a bit close. Probably should have rested when I had the chance. Haven't rested in a while, and my maximum, I think its health was already pretty low. You'd think that this dwarf could just come over in here and lend a hand. I mean, just stab the dude in the back or something. Jeez. Come on. Okay. That was a lot closer than I like. Let's just go ahead and take their money. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Got some lock picks. Definitely gonna take those. Let's go ahead and, before we talk to you, I'm just going to loot all these dudes. I'm assuming they weren't together, considering they were just kind of all-around assholes. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ripple Sponge. The user, the effects are remove Ripple Sponge Crash, plus 10% maximum endurance for 600 seconds, plus 25 defense against poison, disease attacks for 600 seconds, and minus 4 resolve for 600 seconds. Ripple Sponge Crash after 600 seconds. Made from sponges found along the rocky coast of Rautai, Ripple Sponge is ground finely and inhaled. It is often used on long sea voyages, for it has a soothing, calming effect which helps in tackling extended periods of strenuous activity. Okay, so it's kind of like a relaxant. I'm just going to go ahead and take that there. He has a hood. Since they don't seem to provide anything, I think I'll go with the hood. I think that makes more sense as a ranger. And I already have a magic cloak that seems to be better than that. Let's go ahead and equip my hood here real quick. Over the helm. I mean, it looks a little better. And then I am content with that.
Hey there.
So let's talk to this guy. What do you
Welcome.
say? Tenfirth. By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life, or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by Blackhound Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. You have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach and will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of those groups will also react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with that group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mix of positive and negative reputation with a group if you can help and harm them in equal measure. Alright, so it sounds like we can just get some nice benefits if we go to that inn there. So, oh, okay, so if I take these, it would put it right into my stash. And not in my inventory. Or not? I'll have to figure that out. Let's investigate here real quick. The tent is empty, but for a pair of stained cots and the stink of unwashed bodies. Oh, we got a rod. I'm guessing it's a type of wand sort of thing. Rice, meat, poultry, agate, some money. Just gonna take all of it. Let's go ahead and check this last chest here. We're just gonna take all their fruits and veggies. So let's see here. I want to check if I open my inventory. Okay, in my stash. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of stuff here. Oh, these are all the random ingredients and stuff that I've been picking up. So I guess in your stash, it'll hold your overload, but I wonder if there's I wonder if there's like an advantage to storing it in your inventory as opposed to your stash. Like maybe you can't equip something from your stash in the middle of combat or something, but who knows. Also, I'm kind of curious as to where this stash is physically located, because it doesn't really make sense to me that it would just kind of be in my backpack. But really quick, so I'm going to check out this camping Where are my campings? Oh, that's right. Right here. So I have 4. Now how... It's been a while. I'm just trying to remember the setup camp. Okay. Camping allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. Camping will consume a camping supply. Alright, well I have the maximum. Okay, so I get to pick what I thought that I would get a bit of everything, but I guess you just get to pick. And then I guess after we get to this rank and then one more, it'll start making it stronger in the same order. So we can get move speed, accuracy against beasts, primordials, spirits, vessels, and wilder. Not quite sure what many of these will be, but I'm sure I will learn as the game goes on. So I can take on damage reduction, more healing, or move speed. I think I'm going to take on the move speed. And in the future, if someone comes up to me... Oh, okay. What do we got going on here? Well, okay, I'm going to definitely say that was from the stone that we saw before. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is that with the movement speed, hopefully in combat, if someone rushes up to me and I need to kind of get away, I can kind of just keep running around from them, away from them, and sort of keep a distance if need be before they can get up and engage. That way I don't have to worry about the making a disadvantage check. Okay, so is this guy friendly? He hasn't attacked yet, and I feel like he would have seen us. Okay, it looks like we can talk to him.
Good day, stranger.
Naunton. This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and, our caravan was attacked. Been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you keep on the road, and you haven't far to walk. But you'll want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here, me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Well, who are you exactly? Name's Naunton, born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Well, what happened to your friend exactly? We didn't see it coming. Naunton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag, Pearly. He saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose, he smiled sadly, and this time Galawain's favor fell upon the bear. And where did you find this bear? In a cave a ways up. A ways up that way. He turns to point toward the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It's a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Alright, well.
Hey there.
I probably will seek that out. Not quite yet, though. Well, actually, we are healed up. I'm not really in a ton of a hurry. I mean, I probably should hurry a little bit to town, but you know, I want to see what's up with this bear. What do we got here? So we got a scroll of Tanglefoot. Rapidly grows a patch of twisted vines that surround and entangle anyone unlucky enough to get caught inside. Characters who set foot inside the area of effect become hobbled. I'm guessing that's slowed. Dexterity reduced and movement reduced. Okay. And so it checks your accuracy versus their reflex. Okay. That would be good to have, and some more money. Let's go ahead and take all that. The grass is still flattened beneath the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been... Oh, here we go. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned.
Hey there.
That's just a waste of food. Come on, guys. Oh. Okay, I thought it was the bear for a second. Alright, well, speaking of bears, go ahead and get him, Fluffy. And then I'll take the hunter's mark on him.
Hey there.
Alright, so let's see if we can get a wolf pelt. Yes, we can. Shattered pieces of a crate are strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. So is this the same caravan? Man, they must have had a rough time. Or they were raided or something, but caravan looks well abandoned.
I'll take a peek.
Accidentally hit alt there. I mean, that wouldn't be a
They'll
bad
never know
idea
I'm
to
here.
kind of sneak around more, but
They'll never know I'm here.
Got a clearing up here. It's a pretty big clearing, actually. I think this was the direction of the cave. Well, I mean, I'm only basing that off of him saying it was up that way. So I figured, you know, physically up on the map probably works, right? I find it hard to believe that a giant, I'm going to say it's a black bear because it's a little smaller, but a black bear would be that stealthy. But who knows? Alright, so yeah, looks like we found this cave. Let's see if we can find this bear. You know, I'm sure that they'd probably take some consolation in the fact that there's no wild bear roaming the woods. Alright, let's take it on with our own. He seems to be quite a bit bigger than my bear, but I think we can handle it. It's probably just the one. Oh, shoot. He did a lot of damage to my bear, and I should have been paying attention. Alright, how much damage is he doing?
So that's how it's gonna go?
Oh, shit. Ouch. When a party member is reduced to 0 endurance, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight, but as long as your side is victorious, they will regenerate their endurance when combat ends. Even though endurance regenerates after combat, health does not. Keep an eye on the bar to the left of a character's portrait to prevent them from becoming maimed or killed. Alright, so not sure. Wow. Shoot. I'm gonna load that autosave, and then I am gonna, you know, take my lumps and
Hey there.
come back another day. That dude was not joking. That bear is not to be messed with.
Sure.
Although I did see the body, and I saw a purple kind of haze kind of dancing around above his body. I wonder if that means that you can check or you can examine it or do something with it, because it looks like the kind of purple haze that you get from when you from after the time, like when I was seeing those visions of it looked like people being tortured before. So I wonder if I can just talk, or I guess interact with the body and kind of learn a bit more. That would definitely be really cool. Have I explored everywhere? I don't know if I can cross there. There's that river. It's a bandit camp. I could take that road north, but think the Gilded Vale is this way. So let's go ahead and head to it. Take you 8 hours. Well, if that picture's any indication of what Gilded Vale is looks like, I don't think I'm going to be too thrilled to arrive here. Alright, we have made it to Gilded Vale. Let's work our way into town and see what we got. A couple of people stand up there. That is a lot of bodies. That is not exactly a welcoming sight for our character's first arrival in this village.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
So, do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
I don't think so, but not quite sure what you're talking about there.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
So are you planning on me just saying yes so you could kill me?
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I guess now's as good a time to mention it as any. So, yeah, before I got here, I saw several people conducting some kind of weird ritual up in the ruins. Feel like that should be looked into. He regards you carefully. You want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on and within ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bereth have mercy. We certainly have. I don't think that's what that was. I saw a Beowick right when they were done. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a Beowick, you wouldn't be standing here. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. It's more important that everyone in Gilden Vale understand our rules. Alright, well, I've also been feeling strange after that Beowick. Is there anyone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
I'm not quite so sure about that, but, you know.
But
Whatever.
if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to
Troll
rub on
piss
your
sounds good,
forehead,
yeah.
you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just be satisfied with the fact that you're dying, okay? Just leave me alone. Well, you said something about Hollowborn and Waden's legacy before? He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wadewin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. Alright, I see. Lord Radric decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. I'm not sure if that applies to all those people hanging from that tree there.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
So that must have something to do with the Lord's son.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Because he mentioned that they were waiting for the bells to toll about the funeral, or the birth.
3 bells toll only for the death
Yep.
of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Listen, man. Do not threaten me. He shakes his head unmoved. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Raedric will tolerate no threats to his kin or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. So, what happened exactly? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The varieties of childbirth, perhaps? The vagaries? Not quite sure what that means. Of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. What a pleasant fellow. Man. Really don't like the cut of that dude's cloth there. So he said there was an animancer up in this tree. Let's go ahead and just examine the tree real quick. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the remains. Who is this dude?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Well, that sound. This voice actor sounds like McCree from Overwatch. Actually, I'm just looking for anyone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Felt like he had more to say, though. I guess not. Alright, let's go see what this lovely little town has to offer. So let's check. Oh, okay, so it looks like down here is the inn. I think that might be a good area to stop in. Oh, what do we got going on here? Aloth. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises a hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Hey, what's going on here, everyone? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show you what these fancy Aedir manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Aedirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
That... Alright
I'll
then.
cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, something's off. His voice is changing pitch. I'm wondering if there's something a bit more that's going on here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that doesn't seem like a good idea to attack him. The 3 drunks scowl at you. And why is that? Well, he definitely seems like he's reaching for something, and since it's not a rapier at his side, it's either a wand or a throwing dagger, and you don't look ready to deal with either of those. They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake from his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but this one better watch his step around here because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns to leave. Look at that. Did him a favor. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of a fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with dirt of many months of travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Aloth. I think I called him Alof earlier. Let's see. All right, well, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
Well, I was traveling with a caravan, and we were separated near some ruins. There's a bit of an attack involved in there, too.
In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Well, he seems like one who's not going to just throw me away for talking about this, so I guess I'll let him know what happened. There were several hooded figures operating some weird machine. Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
And, that I do, but I'm not quite sure you're much different than I am. So what are you doing here in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
It is indeed. Let's see here. I have been experiencing some strange things of late, and I'm definitely looking for an expert on souls. Would you happen to be one?
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
His darting glance takes in the tumbled-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. So, just how did you manage to cross those drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Well, I mean, you did tell that dude to go fuck his sister. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. Well, I definitely heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Well, you don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Well, that they can. But, yeah, it was nice meeting you. I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
That it does. So how do you feel about killing bears? Well, let's just go.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Yeah, so there definitely seems something off about this guy. Not necessarily bad, it's just it almost looks like he might have something like a split personality disorder, or
Aye?
maybe he's like got a possession, if that can be a thing in this game. Or I don't know, maybe he's just he really is like a trickster and stuff like that. But either way, it's going to be pretty interesting to kind of get to know him and develop that relationship and see exactly actually what's going on with him. But for now, in the meantime, I think this is a good place to stop as any. It's been about half an hour. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Looks like we are starting to rebuild a party. Hopefully this one doesn't die off right away. And yeah, we got a couple things we can do next episode. We for first we'll probably just go in the inn, see what's going on there, maybe take some rest, get those discounts or benefits from helping that cook we met earlier. And then, yeah, we have to look around for stuff about the person who can examine souls or knows about souls, so we can figure out what's going on with ourselves. And I would like to go back to that cave and take out that bear. Even if it's not a quest, it's just something I feel like almost has been put onto me, and I definitely think that would be worth checking out. Maybe I could get a reward for that or something. And if not, I can definitely, like I said, check out that body earlier that had the purple hanging above it. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'm going to be heading out for now. And thank you everyone for watching and tuning in. If you really like the video, go ahead and let me know. You can do that in a number of ways, but the most helpful way would just be let other people know, kind of help me get some more viewers. And also just leave comments with any suggestions you might have, or if you wanted to just say hi, I would definitely love to hear it from you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.